Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would just do a quick little update for you guys about how it's been transitioning back to work. So I've had a few people actually ask me about like how it's going and is my YouTube video still a thing, and it is. I've just been behind, and I know I've said like I'm gonna get back on track. I'm planning to, but it's just really hard to get back into the full swing of things now. I let you had I known it. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice the punches left to roll it. You got to get back to work for a total of a week. And so I thought I would share how that's going, just for an update and for anybody who is mom-to-be or you're, getting close to going back to work. Okay, guys. I am not doing super swell today. I am having a hard time. So things have been super stressful. I'm not going to get into that. But anyways, I officially go back to work for a full day tomorrow. And Bentley is at his babysitter's right now, just for half a day. But I am seriously struggling today. I always have a hard time when I leave him because he cries, and it just it breaks my heart that he cries like that when I leave. Because I'm supposed to be the one to not supposed to be the one that makes him cry, right? And I know him going to the babysitter is a good thing. Like, he has to get used to other people and sleeping other places, and the interaction with other kids would be really, really good. Sorry, my babysitter messaged me, so I was just reading it there. And the interaction will be really, really good. I know these things. Anyway, sorry. But the mom guilt today is insane. I got all done up early this morning and ready for work like I normally would. I had my hair done, but I'm doing housework, so screw having my hair done. But anyways, the mom guilt, and I think all the nerves and the fact that tomorrow is my first full day back at work is really hitting me super hard today. And I honestly didn't think it would be this hard to leave my child with a babysitter. On one hand, I feel guilty because somebody else is taking care of my kid. Somebody else is putting him down, feeding him, etc. And those are things that it's okay. It's okay that somebody else is doing it. That's not the thing. It's just I feel guilty that I'm not there doing, or I'm not doing it. It's so silly. I know, it's so silly. But just thought I would come on here, share how getting ready to go back to work is going. It's not going super good. I mean, it's fine. I'm having a hard time today with it. And I think I'll be better tomorrow when I'm actually at work, and I'll be super distracted because it's my first day back. But I just am having such a hard time feeling like a bad mom. I'm feeling like I'm, I don't know, in a way hurting my kid. These are things I didn't think would be so hard for me. Honestly, I had a kid, and now I'm just a big ball of emotions and get emotional about stuff that I never thought I would, and things I never thought would bug me. They bug me. Like, I just never thought me going back to work would be this hard for me. I don't know. I guess before I had Bentley, I never thought these things would be issues for me because I'm a pretty tough person. But I had Bentley and now I'm just an emotional person. And like I hold stuff in for so long too. And then I have my like breakdown moment or whatever. But I feel like I am so much more emotional now that I had him than before. And I truly never understood other parents the way I thought I did when they said it was hard to leave their kids. Like I always thought I can imagine, you know, or yeah, it's difficult, of course, but like you're fine. No, it's hard. It's very hard. So just making this video to basically explain that as a parent, if you're feeling this way or struggling with this stuff and you're feeling some type of way, feeling embarrassed a little bit like I am or like silly, don't, because it's totally normal. I'm going through it. I have friends who I've talked to who have gone through it. Friends who are not excited to leave their kids either. So just know that. So as you can see in the video, that was a day or 2 days before I went back to work, and Bentley was at his sitter's, and I was having a really, really hard time. I wasn't even officially back to work yet, but you know, trying to get Bentley more than myself back in the swing of things, and I was really, really struggling with that. Once I went back to work, it was still a little bit of a struggle. Like I didn't, you know, cry on and off all the time. I had a little bit of a tear up when I left. And then, you know, when you're back at work, your mind is so busy because so much changes in a year. And so for me personally in my job, I have so many things to learn because they've changed so much. And especially with COVID, a lot of things have changed because when I was there, we had COVID, but things weren't the way they are now. So I'm so busy, but I miss Bentley a lot throughout the day, on and off. I think I drive my babysitter absolutely insane. I am getting better, but probably the first 3 or 4 days he was there, I was constantly texting her like, how's he doing? How was his nap? Has he had a snack? You know, is he happy? Kind of a pain. I love her for the fact that she's a mom, so she understands where I'm coming from, and also she sends picture updates for me, and that really, 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 really helps me being able to see that he's doing okay instead of just a text saying he is, because anybody can say that they're doing okay, right? So that really, really helped me feel a lot better physically seeing that he was okay. But yeah, it was a bit of a struggle. It is still a bit of a struggle because I feel like I don't spend a lot of time with my child because he's with me for like an hour in the morning, and then I pick him up after 4, and then it's like gets up already and bath time and bedtime, and by the time you're done supper and clean up there, it's like 15-20 minutes of playing with them, and then you have to get them ready for bed. And so I have a lot of mom guilt with that because I don't get to spend a lot of time with him. I also have a lot of fears, like, will he not like me anymore? Will I not be his safe place anymore? And I think those are silly fears now, but at the same time, relevant fears, you know? It's hard because you go from, once they're born, it's every day you're with them. And for me, it was every day nonstop that I was with my son, with Bentley, and I don't regret it, not one bit, not at all. I don't regret, you know, I would have done things differently, I think, looking back, but at the same time I wouldn't take back the co-sleeping, the feeding to sleep, all the snuggles, the sleepless nights, you know. Part of me is like, oh, there's definitely things that will change with the next baby, absolutely, but do I love the bond that we have? Yes. Is my child a lot some days? Yes. But I wouldn't take back any of that. So for me in particular, once Bentley was born, it was us nonstop, him and I, all day long, you know. And so adjusting to him not being with me and being with somebody else, and adjusting to the work schedule, and, you know, kind of getting home life and work life balance, plus wanting to be a good parent and be a present parent, it's a bit of a struggle. It's a lot of a struggle. And so it's taking me a bit. It's only been a week. I still have lots more to go. You know, Bentley will be 13 months old at the end of this coming week. And it just feels like a whirlwind, really. So yeah, for all those mom-to-be's or moms, you know, you're getting close to going back to work, or you're at the 6-month mark of your leave and you're thinking about it, it is, for me personally, if for some people it's not hard at all. For me personally, it is hard, and I'm very hard on myself. I think that the reason I'm hard on myself a little bit because of the way I grew up, and I don't want to be this kind of mom. And, you know, I want to be a good mom. I want to be a present mom. I want my child to always remember me as being there and being there for him, and, you know, him wanting me when he's hurt and stuff. And so I get in my head some days about that not being something he's going to want anymore because he's not with me anymore. But I don't think that's a relevant fear anymore. I think that's just, I'll just be like, Jess, you're being silly, move on, kind of thing. So yeah, it's quite a balance, you know, to get back in the swing of pre-making meals and putting stuff in the roaster, taking stuff out in the morning before I leave, and, you know, keeping your house clean and keep it on top of laundry, because you're not here every day. You're not here all day long. So, you know, keep it on top of that stuff is a lot harder when you're not here all day long than when you're here, right? So, excuse me, sorry, just getting back in the swing of things, it takes time. So my biggest thing is, you're not a bad mom for going back to work. Give yourself time. Those are my 2 things. And it's going to be hard, I guess. Number 3, it is hard. It is an adjustment for both you and your child. I think, honestly, long run, it's harder on the parent than it is on the child. So yeah, just pace yourself and take your time, and don't be too hard on yourself. It's a big adjustment to go back to work. And for me, I am still trying to figure it out. I'm still adjusting. There are nights where we had fish and chips for supper because I didn't take anything out. It's the easiest thing, fastest thing to make. I had no energy. I wanted to just chill out. So that's what we had. And there's nothing wrong with those things. So yeah, that is it. I'm back to work. I'm adjusting. I've been back to work for a full week now. And that is where life's at now. So short, sweet, to the point. There are lots more videos coming up. I will keep you guys updated more and more frequently. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all are staying healthy and safe. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up / like button on your way out, which gives this video and my channel overall support, and it really needs that, as well as hitting that subscribe button, because when you hit that, it makes sure you're always up to date on my most recent video. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, stay healthy and safe. Hope you all have a wonderful Halloween.